We are live. It is 3:05 Central Standard Time in the United States, 9:05 GMT in the UK. This is the Nomad Tech Project with Sam and Joe.
Hey.
Coming to you live this 22nd day of February 26. That's been an interesting day. If you're paying attention to the stream, congratulations. You're going to lose an hour of your life. Never getting it back. That's okay.
Maybe more.
You probably should be doing something like, reading something that's educational. Touching the grass, not spending your time listening to us bang on about whatever horse shit is going on this week. Anyway, we were having a little bit of an issue, but I figured out I must have turned it off. They call it multi-aspect ratio streaming. It's kind of another acronym. Just what I need in my life, another goddamn acronym. I work in government and there's nothing, everything's a damn acronym. It's stupid. Anyway, so I must have turned it off, but as now you can see, we should be doing the whole vertical and horizontal, because a lot of people said that they really liked the vertical stuff. That was kind of cool. So there you go. And then Joe's black and white, but then the drink he just had up was not black and white. It was yellow. So what? I have no clue. It's freaky. So anyway, while we were running through, we had a little bit of an issue with Joe's audio. For some reason, it sounded quiet. But then I went out in my studio and then came back in. Then I came back. He was in grayscale. I don't know what's going on. I got the multi-aspect thing figured out.
Damn, it was definitely you. Because I was.
Yeah, he was fine. Because he's like, I didn't do nothing. Yeah. Well, I didn't do nothing either, man. It's not my fault. So 50 Shades of Grey. That's right. Although the drink he's drinking looks like urine. It's beer. I know it's
a bit, doesn't it?
It looks like pee. I hope it's not, because I'm not going to judge. It's been all these years. I'm not going to judge you at this point. If you want to drink a nice cold glass of pee, that's cool. I don't think anybody does that. But anyway,
no, there is people that do it. There is apparently
that drink urine. Okay,
health benefits drinking. Yeah, there is people who do it.
There are health benefits.
Who's that guy that goes out?
There's a guy that goes out and does it. Oh, okay, well, this is interesting. Yeah. Okay,
yeah, definitely.
Well, that's cool.
He loves it.
So anyway, let's get the sport out of the way. Gunners did pretty good. They were kicking ass. Was it 4-1?
4-1. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Especially after last week, we drew with bottom of the league Wolves after having a 2-0 lead. So to come back on the London derby and beat Spurs 4-1 is very nice to see. Very nice way to bounce back, or bounce forward even.
Right, or bounce upward, sideways, whatever.
Well, we're already at the top of the league, so we can't bounce up any further.
Well, you're now even higher in the league. It depends. If the second place team,
by your estimations,
right? Yeah, but maybe the second place team, maybe they didn't win, so that just gives you a little bit of a cushion.
Man City did, sadly, and they've got a game in hand. But so we've extended it to 5 points again. It's still in our hands, but yeah, let's see how it goes.
Yeah. Also, in other news, I don't know if we have many Canadians here. U.S. won gold in hockey.
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I know. So we won in women's and men's hockey. So
did you expect that? Didn't expect it, did you?
No, actually, the Americans were not favored. The Canada's got Connor McDavid and Nathan McKinnon and Sidney Crosby and all. No, I did not expect the United States to win. I didn't think they were going to get blown out, but I did think that they were not going to. I didn't think they were going to win. I thought they were going to lose.
Yeah, but so the fact some star players don't make a team, mate.
No, but these are pretty. But yeah, and the Canadians are good. They're really good, and they have been good for forever. They invented the sport, for Christ's sake. So it's I don't know. I didn't get to watch the game. Unfortunately, I was I was doing Tai Chi, so I missed the game, and I saw the score when it came up, and apparently it was I don't know. I didn't watch any of the game, so I've read about it. I was out running around. I just got here about 20 minutes before the show started. So, but anyway, that's it for sport.
And Peter's comment.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, different kind of ice. Yeah. Different kind of ice. Right. Yeah.
Should I go back to color?
Well, U.S. played smart. About time. I don't know. I didn't know if it started out like the Four Nations one. That one got out of control. And to be fair, I have met both Kachuk brothers and their father, because they were members of the country club that I worked at I still work at technically. And I actually, the day that Matt Kachuk, the Panthers won the Stanley Cup, he actually brought it up to the country club on the patio. I got to drink a beer out of it. It was pretty cool. What are you doing? It sounds like a rave. Looks like a rave over there. What are you doing, man? Joe's over here just playing with settings. You're not really paying attention to any of the content of what this show is about. Joe, he's just over there just doing the settings. Okay.
Oh, there goes the dogs again. It's
yeah,
all right.
I know.
This is
I know
live.
it's an hour. I know it's we're just doing it
what
live.
You get.
Yeah, that's what I get. So anyway, that's enough of sport. So we did all that. And so what do we got going on in the world of that? You still have the signature? Was that the device you received?
So I have received the signature. I haven't unboxed it yet though. So I need to record that. But yeah, really looking forward to testing this out.
It looks really cool. And then I think friend of the show, Jason's got one. Tuna Tech's got one, and he says he's really liking it.
Sponsors of the World Cup.
The World Cup. There you go.
Yeah, cool. There you are.
And
I also got a tablet from Lenovo.
Okay.
It's an old one. They sent this through for me to have a little play with.
Oh,
yeah. Block the mic then, so you couldn't hear me.
Yeah. The Idea Tab Pro with a pen. Oh, okay. That's cool.
Yeah, that should be fun to play with.
Yeah. Hey, Steve's in the chat. So is Scoop and Jimmy Fire Dragon and Peter's in the chat. Looks like he organized a clicks. Oh, cool. He's gonna get a clicks
ordered one as well, haven't you, Sam?
Yeah, the like half order, I guess. I guess a reservation really is what it is, right? Because I didn't pay full quid. I still have to come up to 200 quid. But yeah, so yeah, that's gonna be cool. I'm really curious to see what Steve gets his hands on it and really tries it. I'm glad was able to procure one and get one for review. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what.
Did you listen to last PSC?
I did not. I was going to listen to it on my way to work. Well, the problem is I don't like to break up the show, and my drive to work is right at an hour, and the shows go a little longer. So I don't want to listen to the show because by the time I get 45 minutes in, I don't want to stop listening. But I have to get – so what I usually do is on my way home, I listen to it on the way home and then get out there and then, and then listen to the remaining 30 minutes. No, I have not had a chance to listen to it.
Well, spoiler, there's a little audio clip of Steve in there that may interest you, actually.
Oh, okay. Well, anything that Steve discusses interests me because he's a very interesting – and I've always been, like I said, I've told people before, I like all the years of – all the phone show chat and the Windows Phone stuff. I kind of.
Do you still have a Nokia N8?
I do. I've never had a Nokia N8. The only Windows phones I ever had. My first Windows phone was a 1020. That's actually what was weird was I went into a weird trajectory. The first Android device I got because I actually had my original smartphone was an iPhone 4. That was the first one. And then I had it jailbroken and stuff. And the guy was talking about jailbreaking. And he's like, man, why don't you just get an Android? Because you can change all that stuff. You don't have to do all that crazy jailbreaking. I was like, oh, okay. So then I got, I traded for my first Android device was a Galaxy S3. And I hated that thing. It was plastic. No, it was just coming from an iPhone. It was like, now I can understand why years ago people liked the iPhone so much. And because until then, really, it was just cheap and plastic. It felt kind of, and I just didn't like it. And I was
Plastic's not necessarily bad, but cheap plastic is.
It just felt, I didn't like the phone. And then the HTC One M7 came out a little after that, and I saw that thing, and I got my hands on. I was like, oh, this is metal, and this is 100% better. So that was my first Android phone, and then my first Windows phone at AT&T was I got the yellow Lumia 1020, and that's where my Windows phone journey began. That's what I pretty much used. Pretty much until, then I got a 1520 and then I had the 950 and the 950 XL and I was going to be Windows Phone for life. And Steve said the N8 was Symbian. Oh, that's definitely, I'd never even used a Symbian device. So I didn't get into smartphones until, again, really the iPhone 4 was really my first smartphone because until then, I didn't even own a phone. I had, when I worked as a police officer, they gave us little Nextels. And then we had those, and those are just little flip phones. Although I thought the Direct Connect feature that was so great to use in the field.
What was so easy. Very good.
Yeah. So it was great in the field because it's like a walkie-talkie, right? Which we already had radios, which is kind of nice. The only problem was if somebody direct connected you, there was no way to not receive it. It would just come through. And
Would you get that a lot?
Yeah, well, we got a lot of being on a traffic stop, and then it's right in the driver's ear, it's like right in their face, and all of a sudden, my buddy would come up and go, "Oh yeah," or something like that, right? Or some shit, and it'd be like, "Oh, that's embarrassing," right? So we unfortunately were kind of comedians and like practical jokers as police officers, and unfortunately, at least I could never find a way to like block that. So we all used to kind of mess with each other. It was pretty good. But yeah, and then so I never had a chance to use a Symbian device or the Nokia, the N8 or whatever. And then by that time, really, then obviously Microsoft bought Nokia, and then it was the Microsoft Lumias, right? The 950 and the 650 and stuff, and then it was the end of that. And then Windows Phone went bye bye, and then went into the Never Land, and that was the end of it. I still kept mine. I still have them. They're a lot of fun, but at the end of the day, it's like still think that it'd be nice to have a third OS. Or a third functional OS. So I don't know what that's going to be. Whether it's Windows Phone, not really. No, and as much as we'd like to, and I mean, obviously, I'd like to go back to Windows Phone because I did like it. But there's other things like Linux builds. They're talking about Ubuntu Phone and stuff like that. And again, while they may be superior in code,
it's not going to happen. I think it could happen. The only way it could happen for me is if Huawei really pushed it. And made their own operating system and then shared it with other Chinese OEMs. That's one way I could see it happening, but because there was talk of that a long time ago when they first lost Google Mobile Services.
Right. Well, then they came up with, I think it was called Hongmeng OS or something. And then
I've not really seen much else since then.
Right, and I think they fully have their own complete OS for their phone. I think it's completely rewritten and decoupled from Google mobile services. And that's obviously what they have. I think that's what they have right now. And I'm pretty sure that the builds they have, they're completely OS ground up. They completely rebuilt the entire OS.
Yeah, I've not tried a Huawei for a long time. I really, really should because I love Huawei.
It's a shame too because obviously I won't be able to use it in the US. And then you get that same problem that you always have, is in the United States. It's probably not so much in Europe, but in the United States for sure. Then you've got missing bands. You've got all sorts of other features that people just have, and also obviously like Google Play services. Really, I think I could be okay with not using a Google phone if it weren't for the banking.
I'm baiting.
Yeah, the banking. I mean, you know what I mean. It's just like, yeah. I mean, other than that, I mean, I had a Huawei that did not have Google Play services, and it was what did I have? I had that. Was it the Mate? I think it was the Mate 30 because I think that the P30 was the last one that actually had native Google support.
Yeah,
and the Mate 30 I don't think did because the one I did get, and I didn't get the Pro, because it was really expensive. But I got the Mate 30 at that time. That was years and years ago. I got it for really a pretty good price, and I just remember kind of fighting through it. And I did get Google stuff to work on it through like that hack or whatever they had.
Yeah,
it worked. It worked okay, but I still had problems with like banking apps and stuff. That's really, honestly, and then mobile payments. That's the only two things that really kind of, again, it's not the end of the world. The mobile payments, I always have my wallet with me and I have a card and stuff. And actually, I'm still one of those people that actually still carries cash on me.
Really?
Well, I don't know, man.
Fogey.
Well, and again, if you live in a major city, sure, but there are places when you go out, especially when we do our RV and we're driving out into middle Missouri, they do have tap to pay and stuff. But I've been a couple places, especially when we went to South Carolina. There was no tap to pay at the gas pump.
It's quite interesting, actually. So
there's an old
school UK, most places take card now. Even traditional places like barbers that would never take card before now take card. It's there's not many places now. Even chip shops, for a long time they didn't take card, but most places do now.
Yeah, I mean, and I think, and then in the United States, they have like people have like squares. They're plugged into a phone, or they have some way to do it. Even if even if you have a guy that's coming to do like service, like either a plumber or a carpenter or some general contractor, they all do now have something where they can either scan a thing or they have an app where they type your card in, they can take a picture of it and stuff like that. It's still always good to keep cash on you, at least around where I live, just because you never know when you need a few quid, or you never know when you go to a place and sometimes you need $20 cash for whatever reason, or some of these places. I mean, and then it's the flip side. I actually go to some places and they say they won't take cash. Like, what do you mean you don't? You legally can't do that, right? That's illegal. They can't. I don't know how these companies. Well, it's a private business. I'm like, I don't care if it's a private business. You can't say to somebody, we can't. If I'm trying to remember cash, if you look at a dollar bill, I don't know, maybe it doesn't have this in the UK. I don't know if it's written on the damn thing, but it literally says for all debts, public and private, it's legal tender. You have to take it. So you mean tell me, let's say I bought something and all I had was cash. Let's say I didn't have a card. Let's say I just had my driver's license and that's it. And I wanted to buy a whatchamacallit, a sandwich, a takeaway, whatever. And the place said, sorry, we don't take cash. Okay, well, now what? Well, that's all I have. Well, I can't just leave, but they can't arrest me because I'm not stealing it. I'm not just running away. I'm like, I'm giving you money for the service. Cash still has to be accepted.
COVID accelerated this, didn't it? This cashless sort of world. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, and so I don't know how you get around that. I mean, I guess, it's their business. But a lot of places, if they say they don't take cash at all, I kind of don't use them. It's not because I don't want to do it, right? It's not that I don't have. I mean,
it's funny. The only time we use cash now, right? When you go for a meal, right? We pay with card,
and you tip and you put the tip for cash. Yeah, I know, it's stupid.
Everyone goes, anyone got cash? Anyone got cash?
All right, a couple of dollars thrown there for you, especially if you're at a bartender, right? If you're at a bar, it's like it's stupid and stuff. But now it's like, well, it's all good. They hand you your bill. Let's say your tab's $30 or $28.50 or whatever. They give you a piece of paper and you write on the bottom $2 or $3. I don't know, just kind of weird at a bar because I always have a tip jar, right? Or like a mug or they basically put your cash. You hand it to your bartender, right? And they hand you a drink and they give you cash back. And if you bought a drink and it's $12 and you give them 15 or you give them 20, they give you the change back and you just take the 5 and you leave the 2. And it's like, here you go, mate. Then they just put it in the little thing. And then a lot of places, at least I don't know, this is an American thing. Maybe they do it in the UK. They have like a tip bell. So at the bar, they bring a bell
That's
or whatever.
An American thing, definitely.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's definitely an American thing. And it's funny. Speaking of that, so the best tip bell I ever saw was in Key West, Florida, at Sloppy Joe's Bar. I'm not kidding you. It's a chain that's attached to the ceiling, and the ceiling is really high. It's like 15 feet in the air, and it's this big metal chain with a fucking bell on the end of it. And they pick it up and they go, and they throw. It's the best tip bell you've ever had, and that son of a bitch gets rang all the time because people just give a tip just to watch the movie. The bartenders, I mean, that guy, and the bell is they do it so often. The bell bottom is like worn from handprints and shit. It's like worn out, and I mean, they don't just kind of throw it. I mean, they lean back and they fucking and everything they got, and it goes all the way to the top and hits the damn ceiling. Bang, boom, bing, dong. It's hilarious to watch.
Sounds like a health and safety issue there.
Well, it's a Key West. I mean, really, it's a bar. Who gives a shit? You probably have no safety walking out of the place because then the streets are a little wobbly and you walk on, bust your head on the concrete. But yeah, I don't know how they get away with that. I know it's a private business, and I know private businesses have their own rules. But I'm like, I don't know how you can't take cash, because what happens if you try to buy something there and you don't have a card? Or let's say you did have a card and it got declined. That's another thing I always keep cash on hand for, because sometimes tap to pay doesn't work, like it got weird, or the bank, you never know. 5 minutes ago, I don't know about in the UK, banks, if they see fraud, they'll just lock your account.
Yeah.
If, they think it's, fraudulent, which is a good safety hint. But all of a sudden you go and do a thing 10 minutes later, you don't know somebody's been using your card because they don't notify you. And all of a sudden you go to make a payment and it says decline. And like, that's the only card you have. And all you have is $20 cash. What's the business going to do? Well, we don't take cash. Well, then fuck you. You're going to give it to me for free. That's what you're going to do, because I'm not giving, because I don't think you can legally do that. They can't say, now they may not want to process and carry cash on hand because they have a policy of their company, but they can't tell you, well, we don't accept cash as a form of payment because that payment is it's legal tender. They have to take it. It's for all. It even says it on the money. I mean, I don't understand how they can do that, but luckily I haven't seen a lot of places do that. It seems like it's a lot of these real, I don't want to call them fancy places, but so I mean, it's like,
fancy places.
Yeah, I mean, it says it right on the damn bill. This note is legal tender for all debts, public and private. It literally says it right on the fucking money. I don't get it, but okay. And then it's Federal Reserve.
It's the thing. As much as I'm into tech, I'm not sure I agree with totally taking away cash.
Oh, again, it just depends on what it is. And we're going to get to that point, and eventually we're going to get past cards and taps, right? Then they'll have stuff that you'll have either.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're going to have
Biometric payments,
biometric payments, handprint or face
Yeah.
scan. I think somebody said in China they have some places that actually have that.
Yeah, I'm sure they've probably got this tech already.
Yeah, you look at it and it uses your face. It just scans it, or you use a thumbprint. You just put which to me is just screams all sorts of privacy violations and all this, but whatever. Yeah, I don't need you to talk on this. Jesus, yeah, it's China, but still, it's like I just don't know. It's like one of those things where it's like, that means a database and they scan your face, but it's like clearly that means they have you in some kind of a government. But I mean, if you have something with your bank, I don't know. I think we're going to get to that place where it's just like, again, it'll either or worst case, it'll have like, it won't even be biometric. It'll be something that's implanted. Like you'll have a chip that's in your type it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
I mean, it's curious to see how it's going to happen. I really don't know. It's kind of scary. Problem is for me, probably by the time all that really kicks into gear, I probably won't be around because that's maybe 25, 35 years in the future. But I know for a lot of places they have like facial scan or biometric scanning, which I guess is pretty nice when you go think about it, because then you don't have to worry about bringing anything with you, right? You don't have to, but then it gets, okay, what about cash? Well, okay, will it scan you for like authentication for like a flight? Like, do you need, if you're flying domestically in the UK, let's say you're taking a flight from Northern Ireland to London or whatever, or if you're flying it within the European Union, right? So you don't even have to bring a passport, right? It's on file. If they have your passport digitally on file, they say you have a passport. Do you even need that? You go into a country, you walk into passport control, they scan your face, you do the thing, you give them a thumbprint, they scan you, and then all of a sudden you travel to Germany, you travel to France or Poland or wherever you go.
With the help of AI as well, of course.
Right. I don't know, man. It's just like it's going to be kind of a weird world for travel, and we'll see how it goes. I don't know. It's tech going wacky. So
going back to the present, Steve's mentioned the 10A not having pixel snap. What's your thoughts on that?
That's horseshit.
It really
is. It's total horseshit. Yeah. No, it's bullshit. Fuck Google. That's bullshit. I'm sorry.
Well, the 10A for me is I can't see much difference between that and the 9A. Really?
Why do you bother? I mean, I guess there's some things in the 10A that I guess work.
A few things.
Oh, come on, man. I mean, no, seriously.
Huge miss not having pixel snap. Why launch something like that and then not put it on your
devices? I can imagine if it's a hardware, like a software component, like a chipset. I mean, it's literally why you can't do it. Why? Does it cost more money to have a pixel snap? Does it cost more to have a magnet in the back?
It would have been a good way to differentiate it from the 9A as well. Because
I mean, because honestly,
different.
If no offense, but I mean, and you do what you want, and I don't mean to be. I say this with all the niceness of being the kind of idiot I am. But if you have a Pixel 9A and you literally buy a 10A, you need to seriously. Then you just have a problem with just upgrading phones, and you're fucking throwing money away. You're just basically pissed away. Now, if they give you the 9A and you can get the 10A for $100. You know what I would say? Keep the $100 because you just bought the same fucking phone twice. I mean, I hate to steal Flossie Carter's. That's always his line, right? You basically bought the same phone twice, is what you did.
Yeah. The only thing I will say is quite nice about it, Sam, is the camera is absolutely flat now with the back. It's a very subtle difference.
Right.
The 9A come out a tiny, tiny bit, whereas now it's absolutely flush to the back, which is quite nice.
Yeah, I do.
Design-wise.
Yeah, I mean, again, if the 10A, but I mean, if you're using like a Pixel 7 or an older phone, like if you have an 8A, okay, I can kind of see it. But I'm sorry, it's like, again, like Sean, 1000% straight bullshit. Yeah, absolutely. And like Steve says, it's like what, $10?
It must be, yeah.
Yeah, even if it were like $20, okay, well then eat the cost. But I mean, it's funny because they made such a big deal out of it on the other devices, and it's really a great feature. Pixel Snap is awesome. Like, I mean, it's really, really good. Why I just don't understand these companies, man. It's like I really wish I could get one of these people on in these development groups or these, R&D people or people who make the decisions. Like, I'm wondering if somebody in the room was like, dude, I really think we should keep Pixel Snap on this thing. I wonder if there's like, if they sit here and they make these decisions, I'm wondering, like, let's say it's a room of 10 people. I'm wondering if there's like They just straight ass vote on it. It's like, okay, 6 people say yay or 4 people say nay. That's it.
It seems like a strange decision to me, like, definitely.
Why?
Oh,
why?
No.
Who would have thought, who cares? But listen. Huh?
We had a bit of Robot Sam again.
It's just, oh God, really? Is that happening again? Oh, Jesus,
only a tiny bit.
Oh, speaking of that, I ordered Starlink. So
okay,
so
you
we're
did.
gonna see how that goes. So well, yeah. So there's a residential max. It comes with the house dish, right? And then it comes with there's a mini, so you can take that to travel with, and then you can.
Oh, nice.
So they cut, and then you gotta, it's not cheap. And here's the thing: it's like if you can afford fiber, clearly, if I could get fiber, I would just get that because it's a lot more affordable, a lot more reliable, better speeds.
Yeah,
clearly. Starlink is for people like me in places that aren't gonna get fiber, aren't gonna get, or like AT&T and all these companies say, well, you're on the roadmap. Well, I've been on the roadmap for 8 years. We've lived here 10. And they keep saying that, well, we're on the roadmap. And like, they clearly aren't going to run the fiber out here because there's not enough houses in there. So even in my subdivision, I think there's 750 homes. Even if everybody got on board and got AT&T, well, they got to run all that infrastructure and run those fiber cables and all that kind of stuff and do that outlay. And I don't think the government should have to give AT&T subsidies to do that. AT&T's got enough money, so they can run the lines. Yeah, they have, and so does Verizon, and so do these other companies. They have enough money to run the infrastructure. They just don't want to do it because they don't care about actually getting service to customers. They don't care about it. It's just like it's cost justification. It's like, well, if we spend $1 million or $2 million, but we're only going to get 500 customers and we have to charge them whatever, and we're going to make that money back in 15 years. We're just not going to do it. I like the fact that Starlink decided, you know what, since we have lower Earth orbit satellites, we're just going to offer it. And the other problem I was worrying about was the latency, right? Because on the other ones, they're geosynchronous and way up there satellites, and then of course the latency is too high.
Yeah.
Apparently, because they're talking about latencies in like the 30 to 50 millisecond range. That's pretty good. I mean, it may not be great enough for like real high-end Call of Duty competitive. Maybe that ping is, you don't want 50 millisecond ping. But for the stuff
you'll have to quit doing that, Sam, won't you?
Right. Yeah, all my competitive Call of Duty. But I mean, if you're playing like high duty, like competitive esports kind of games, obviously that's not for any other gaming that I kind of do, that's a perfectly fine. I'm just looking at the speeds. So they got to send it. And also they offered, I don't know if this is something they always do, but it's they have installers come and actually install it. I could probably do it because I'm going to put it where my actual antenna is and wire it in because I already have places that come from the outside into the house. So I can just already had holes drilled because I ran coaxial cable because I had an antenna back in the day to get TV signals. Tried that. And so I mounted it to the house and I actually drilled a hole into the house and sealed it up for coaxial to come through, not only in our office, Becky's office, but also in my bedroom. So I already have that all set up. It's just a matter of setting it up, but they offer to have installers come out and put it in professionally for you. So hopefully it takes a couple weeks because they got to send the hardware and then you have to have the installers come separately.
Do you have to pay for installation or?
No, it came with it. And honestly, I only paid like $20 to start because I guess you're renting all the equipment. I guess back in the old days of Starlink, you had to buy the gateway. You had to buy all that shit straight up. It's like $600.
Good night, Steve.
Now you just rent it. So yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Steve's off. All right, man. All right, Steve, get some rest, sir. Thank you for dropping by. And also, I do like your take on the Pixel Snap. I just think, I mean, it's $10. It's a magnet. Just to put it on, not put it on there.
Put it on there, for God's sake.
I mean, you made such a big deal about, we have Pixel Snap on a 10 series. Well, this is a 10A. I know it's your budget phone, but it's not like you're adding a lot of high technical components to this thing. They'll come up with something like, well, the chassis, and we want to make sure it's flat. We put a magnet in, and then we have to make it round. No, you guys are just lame. It's just stupid. Just put it in there. But yeah,
this is why you should do a TikTok, Sam. When you do little things like that. You'd blow up on there.
Yeah, I'd viral right now. I don't understand it. I mean, again, I'm hoping there's somebody over at Google's like, dude, we should totally put the damn magnet in the 10A and just have it across the board Pixel Snap. And then seeing some schmuck go, no, it's going to be an extra $10. And if we take $10 and we sell 50,000 units, then we lose $500,000. You're $1 trillion company. You're trying to differentiate yourself, and you want people to buy these phones. And I know they think, well, nobody's really going to. it's not a big deal. Say, well, it's not a big deal, but it's like, why do they always take away shit that you? It's like they take away everything. That it's like, why not just offer?
I guess they would argue they're not taking it away because they never had it on the A range. But yeah,
you never had the A range, but you didn't have fucking it on the goddamn regular range until today.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I got a Pixel 9a. Pretty sure it doesn't have MagSafe or Pixel Snap on it. I already checked. It doesn't. It's just. I
think Steve said that there's a rumor that the 17E will have MagSafe. Well, yeah,
probably. Yeah,
should do, because there was a lot of fuss around the 16E not having it.
And agreed. Again, there's a workaround for it. A decent MagSafe case is all.
Yeah,
that is true. Yeah, that is true. And and again,
and actually, if you want cases, that Michael's channel was very good for cases. Very, very good.
Yeah. So and agree. And Michael's point is 100% correct. You could just get yourself a decent MagSafe case.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Doesn't matter what phone you've got.
And then doesn't matter what phone you got. You can make it work. I'm just saying it should just have it natively, because I think Pixel made a big deal about the 10 series having Pixel Snap. I just think it would have been nice to have. Again, I don't understand the 10A versus the 9A. I just don't think that there's enough. I swear to God, it's almost the same exact phone.
On the note of MagSafe, I don't really like the idea of MagSafe wallets, because at the end of the day, it's gonna. I go in and out my pocket a lot with my phone, right? And that's gonna slip off for sure.
Yeah,
I don't know about how you feel. I'm in and out.
I don't know. I don't think I would like to have. No, Becky's got. She has a case on her phone, but it the bottom opens up and she could put her driver's license. And so for her, for a woman, it's great because then she doesn't have to bring a purse, which is for her is great. She doesn't have to bring a purse. She can have her ID, have a payment card, and it's in her little case, and it's cute. Yeah, see, it's all flowers. See, it's flowers. It's very flowery.
Yeah.
And then the bottom just pops open. See. And then you got your cards right there. Yeah. And then it just closes up. And then for a woman, it's great because then she doesn't have to schlep a purse, a bag.
She can still use that for payments, right?
Right. And she can still use that for payments. She just takes the card out. And then she still actually has her, her iPhone wallet, whatever, the tap to pay is still on the phone.
She still do that, yeah.
It's nice because and especially men don't have to worry about this because I don't know about you, but there's very few times that men will wear clothing out that doesn't have a pocket or a jacket. Doesn't you can put a wallet or whatever.
There's one flaw though, Sam.
There's one flaw.
Yeah. So if you lost your phone, you lose all your cards as well.
Well, yeah, and again, that's just why.
That's the only flaw.
Yeah, that's. I thought you said floor. You said flaw. Got it.
Floor.
My bad. Floor. That's cool. Anyway, but yeah, no. So that's why when she does it, she only puts one card, either one credit, not all of them, not all of her wallets, just the one she's going to need, and her driver's license. But yeah, if you lost your phone, yeah, you'd be out of a driver's license, but you can get that replaced, and then the card you just immediately cancel on your phone, stop the card, done. So for a woman, it's great because they don't always have clothing that always has pockets and without having to have a purse. And for her, it's been great. Me, I don't know if I would want to put a wallet on my phone like that. I don't like that. I have a Ridge wallet and I've had one for years and I just keep that.
I'm tempted by one of them.
Dude, they're great.
I've got a Guinness wallet though, which I like.
Well, I had a trifold, a leather trifold wallet. It was a nice one. It was a Barrett's one. But first of all, it was I had it for a long time. And Becky's just
that's what I love about wallets. I love the way they wear and
yeah, but I also had 1,000 cards in it, and it was always just bulky and just. And I realized
receipts in there and
and then it just collects, and then you get you go to a place and they give you a gift card, or you have a gift card from a friend, and it's a one-stop thing at the chip shop or a coffee shop.
Yeah.
And it has 84 cents on it. And you just throw it in there and you keep it for 14 years, and then you use that to scrape something.
With the stamps,
right? Oh yeah, yeah. And then they get all bent because they're all they're dog-eared and they rip and shit. It just kind of sucks. So yeah. So I like the ritual. I've had one for 5 or 6 years because that was the compromise, right? She's like, "Well, I don't like the wallet." I said, "Okay, well, I want to get a wallet, but I'm gonna." I was kind of expensive because I got the titanium one, but I love it. It's got because I thought for sure the bands they're kind of like elastic. I thought for sure it's this thing is gonna wear out, it's gonna rip, and it's pretty beat up. It does have the money clip on the back. I got the ones because sometimes I just put yeah, and it's nice, and I love the Ridge wallet. It's great. I keep it everywhere. I keep my card.
There's loads of alternatives now as well. You don't have to buy a Ridge You could get
right. They got all sorts of different ones, but I mean,
yeah.
so I actually was like, yeah, I bought that. You know, I mean, I spent like $150 on it, which was kind of a lot of money to spend on a wallet, but I bought it 5-6 years ago, and it's easily been one of the best. I can't imagine going back to a regular trifold or a regular billfold wallet. I only have like, I think I've only got like 4 or 5, maybe 6 things in it, and that's it. And I usually just take them out. I've realized I got this card I don't need anymore. I just take it out or whatever. So yeah, I just don't know if I would be. I'm not the person that would get a.
No, it's different for everyone, isn't it? I mean, I wouldn't either myself. I'd be more inclined to get a Ridge wallet.
Yeah, they're nice, and then they're expensive. But I would argue, I mean, I've had mine for years and taken it out of my pocket, taken it on trips. It's been in the card, been in my, in and out, putting cards in and out, taking cards in and out. And I'm telling you, it's held up great.
It's talking about a belt holster.
Oh my God. Hell to the no.
It's a shame Steve left because he's very much team belt holster.
Well, I get it. And like I said, that's not my jam. I know a lot of people
jam either.
It's just not my thing. And I don't, begrudge anybody because they do have, they do actually have some utility, right? They're not totally silly. I mean, it's just not, I just don't like them. I've always, and I guess for me, it comes down to, because of, all the years I was a police officer, I always had like stuff clipped in my belt, duty belt and gun. Like it brings me back to that time, and I don't really want to have anything like that. And I've just
Mike's gone there. Fanny packs.
Yeah,
then.
Fanny packs. Well, yeah, gold colored ones like the.
I told you this before, haven't I? We call them bum bags.
Bum bag. Well, they're over your ass. Like over your ass. I get it, but I get it, but they're fanny pack. Well, we call it fanny. That's just another word for a bum in the U.S.
Yeah,
right? Fanny.
So if we call it bum bag, you call it.
I would call it a bum bag. Actually, I would probably go with that a lot better. I not me. I don't want to be like Batman or Robin or anybody. I just don't think so. It's not my thing. Again, I'm not hacking on anybody who does it. It's just not my jam. I mean, I don't know. I don't, and it's very hard to actually. I guess they still make them for some cases, but I don't think a lot of places sell them. I know for a while that was kind of like a thing, especially it made sense.
Called again?
But Alfred.
That's more you, isn't it? You're
Alfred. I'm more of an Alfred. Yeah, definitely, for sure.
I'll be Batman then.
Yeah, or you could be Robin.
I'm Batman.
Yeah, I actually, by far the coolest. Bane is the coolest character in any of the Batman universe.
Oh yeah,
Bane is just a total badass, and the fact that Tom Hardy does it.
Can you do an impersonation of that?
No, Bane? I'm not going to.
Oh damn it!
I'm not going to. I can't do it.
That'd have been good.
We
got the whole family in now.
I was born in the darkness. I can't do it. Every time I do it, I can't do it. I can't do it. There's some impressions I just cannot do, and I don't even try to do them.
You really should have a TikTok, Sam. Really,
right? Yeah. So
look.
Yeah, no, I got my daughter, and I got off work. She tried to call, and she goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know you're on your podcast." So and then my wife decided she is going to jump in, and she has, but you don't have all of your cards. She doesn't have all of her cards. So if she or she does, she shouldn't, because we.
To be fair, I probably would, but that's the only risk. The risk there, isn't there? But
I guess how many people do you think? I mean, how many people? I guess we can ask the chat. Like, how many people would consider having a MagSafe or a Pixel Snap wallet that actually attaches to your phone and it keeps up, I guess, 3 or 4 cards, I guess is what it is.
Yeah.
I don't see a lot of people. What I do see more of is people who have like a wallet style case that, it flaps open.
Yeah,
a lot of women do, and mostly women do. And then they have their cards in there or whatever. I see a lot of women who have like an iPhone that they'll have like a little folio.
I hate them though. When you're on a call, I know we don't take many calls, like that bit's just flapping around.
The funny thing is, I actually do have one. It's in the drawer somewhere. I gotta find it. I actually had one. It actually was for my Lumia 1520.
Okay.
I gotta find it.
I quite like the Samsung ones. Yeah, where you can see
it's a really nice one. It's a bell. I think it's a Belkin. Or no, it's this. Yeah, it's Belkin. It's really nice. It actually had a leather thing, and then it snaps. But this one's kind of nice because it goes all the way back flat.
Ah, okay.
So it doesn't, when you answer the phone, it doesn't.
Yeah.
But it actually does have little slots for, you can actually put stuff in it. But the only problem is like when you're using it, you need, this was actually a pretty good deal. But this is and actually when I bought it, it actually came with the case. It's actually a really nice leather Belkin, leather. And what's cool is you can
Belkin a good quality.
Well, also if you notice, and in a lot of places, I didn't even notice this until like right now. You can actually close.
It's mostly old people I see.
Yeah, you can close the thing, and it actually has an ear hole, so you can leave it closed and still be on the phone. So that's what a lot of people did was, you swipe up, you answer your call, and then you can close the lid, and then you can just make your phone call, and then when you're done, you just have to, obviously, this is actually not a bad deal, but as you can see, it's kind of, it's definitely.
And the dog's got to that.
No, it's just worn.
Just beat up.
I had it for so long, it's starting to wear out.
Yeah, like Dan says, it's mostly old people that have them, Sam, I must say.
Yeah, it's older people. I do see a lot of older people that have cases and older women who do, because
cases like that.
Yeah, in the cases like that, they're just, and then I think they're fine.
I'm not a fan of them myself.
I've never had one on my phone. The closest thing I would have is like what Becky's got, where you have the little case at the bottom of it. And I bought that specifically for her. And then she actually has another phone case that came with it. She's never used it. She's used that one primarily. She doesn't even switch them on or anything. She just really has gotten used to using it. So it's definitely for older people. Yes, I agree. It is true. Yeah, I didn't want to say anything, because I'm not trying to, and we understand we're not trying to be disparaging. Again, like I said, it's just, we're just seeing the facts, right? I don't see a lot of younger people, although
everyone's jumping in. Say, we've got Mobile Man Dan as well.
Yeah, look at that. Check it out. All right.
All the cool people.
Quite the crew. We got Andrew and my wife and Jim. And,
literally.
Yeah, the whole crew's here. The crew's all here. So, yeah, and although I do see a lot of younger people that have cases like younger girl, like between like 18 to 30 or 18 to 25, they got all sorts of case. Just walk around and watching all the people, that kind of cases that everybody uses, and kind of how younger people are.
Isn't it? Really
and then how women use it and how younger women use it, how guys use it and stuff like that. How there's some pretty standard kind of like across the, spectrum of younger people use this, older people use this, but I've seen all sorts of crazy cases, right? Different kinds of one that looked like a little doll. Some of them have they look like they're really ornate. They got like a little, they're flip case, but it looks like it's got rabbit ears or something. It got some crazy kind of stuff.
I've seen stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah. And then of course, and then remember, who was it? Was it Huawei who had the one that actually had the case had anchors, so you could wear it it had like a purse. It was like all bejeweled and bedazzled. It was all fancy and shit. It was like, whoa, I think it's blinged out to hell, man. It looks like a piece of jewelry, right? It's pretty
going
crazy.
Back to the Apple sock.
The Apple sock, yeah.
Yeah.
And notice you don't hear. Have you yet to see one in person? I've never seen one in public.
No, I've still not seen one at all. No.
Neither have I. I've not seen an Apple sock, and if you got one, sure. Again, we don't judge around here. Two Dans. Well, yeah, we kind of do, but we don't want to say it on the show because we want this to be a very inclusive, welcoming kind of place. And if you're a person that has an Apple sock, or if you have a flip case, right, or you've got the belt holder because you're about that life, we want to make sure that you feel welcome. This is a safe space.
Yeah,
sort of. I don't know what that means. It doesn't matter.
Do you remember phone socks? On that note, right? I used to, kids football kits. When I used to work at Arsenal, I used to use the baby sock as a phone sock. So
like the little kids, like they have little kid baby kit socks for
yeah. So it'd be like the home, or I used to have home and away as well. So I put my phone in that. That's quite cool.
Okay, well, that's okay because it's a kit sock, right? So it's like yeah. But
so I'll be supporting my team as well at the same time.
Right, it's colorful, right? It's kind of cool. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. But I don't know. I guess. Well, apparently they sold out of them. I guess they said they were sold out. Somebody must have bought them. I don't know. And did they make like 5? Did they make like 50 of them? I guess. I don't know. They should probably give it out to everybody who goes to WWDC or whatever, the little Apple thing. Just give them all a bunch of eye socks or whatever. Eye socks. That's what I would have called it, an eye sock.
Yeah.
And then you call I suck, and then that would have been funnier because it's an eyesore. Yeah, right. Exactly. Look at Joe on the pun game today. That's right, buddy. Gotta love it. Yeah, puns are horrific. Yeah. So, did you already do some video recording on some basic
Yeah,
stuff for the signature?
finally.
Okay.
No, I finally filmed
No.
some of my Razor
What's-
review.
The Razor. Okay.
Yeah, because I haven't done a video for 4 weeks now, for various reasons. Actually, I've got an assessment coming on Tuesday, which I won't go too much into on here. But yeah, I need to get back onto it. So I have filmed some stuff, and then I'm gonna need to film my unboxing of the signature because I really want to get my sim in there, but I can't do it until I film the unboxing.
Is it factory sealed and all that? So you'd have to open it up?
Yeah, it's actually factory, unless someone else has had it and they've just resealed it, because they do that sometimes.
Because I know on some of them they has that little pull tab.
Yeah, no, you got that, but they do sometimes reseal them. I found every now and again, but let's see. When I open it, I'll find out.
Yeah, and Android's finally out for the Razor 60 Ultra.
Yeah,
there you go.
Finally got Android 16, which is great.
Yeah, and that's still the one thing that
strange, Sam, right?
They have not improved on that, man. They're still
it got Android 16, but it got December security, whereas Ted's 15 Neo has got January security, but it's not on Android 16.
Yeah, I don't.
Or was it a different device? I can't remember now.
Yeah, I can understand OS builds. So I can get it for different phones. I can understand it, but somebody has got to make that make sense where it's a Google security patch. It's a security bulletin. It should be available. It should be always available as soon as it comes out from Google. It just should. And it's an Android operating system. It's an Android build, is Android 16 or 15 or whatever. As soon as that's out, there shouldn't be any kind. It's a security bulletin, right? Sometimes there's 0-day exploits or whatever, or 0-day patches or whatever. Security bulletins, I'm sorry. I can understand like feature stuff. You got to shake that out, right? You got to make sure that works for your OS, make sure it works for your hardware. I totally get that. I understand. I'm not, although I think it's kind of silly that it finally got Android 16 when we're on a 17 beta 1 already. But that's besides the point. I'm okay with that. I'm a little bit more forgiving about OS builds and feature builds and shit like that. Security bulletins, sorry, that is just unacceptable to me. That should be something that as soon as that security bulletin's out and it goes to these OEMs, they need to get that thing into a release candidate. They need to get that into their pipeline, do a merge on it, merge it all in, and just fucking fire it. That should be out within a week. I'm sorry. That there's no excuse for that to not go out. And also because it's the same company with you have the same Android build, right? And it's the same hardware, and like it's not the same hardware, but it's the same OS on your phone, right? You're running whatever Moto UI is called. I don't know what it's called.
Yeah.
Again,
when
it comes to security, I think that I don't give companies a pass on that. As soon as those security bulletins come out from Google, they should have those things out and available. Push into a build, have them shook out. If you want to do some QA on them, I've never seen a security patch brick a phone. Feature stuff, sure. If you're adding a feature or whatever, material, I get all that. Security patches, first of all, they're knucklehead. They're minimal, right? 30K, 50 meg, 70 meg, 80 meg, they're nothing. It's just get the security bulletins out, and it sucks. I'm sorry.
Well, as I'm a proud motivator, but even when we was there with Wilkin, I did question the security updates and the OS updates.
Yeah, I would add, and again, OS updates I'm a little bit more forgiving on because you got to get that build, you got to put it through its paces, you got to do smoke and regression, you got to check it out, make sure it works,
security.
But security patches, the bulletins come out. That there's no chance, there's no reason that should take more than a week or two to get out for folks, and that should be across your platform and devices. Whether you have Razors, we have Ultras, and especially if you have older devices. I can understand. You don't want to. Moto's not good about that. And I don't like that. Yeah, I just don't like that. Yeah, but
I got wood.
Yeah, I got wood. I don't know.
No, Dan's got the hot pink one, which is.
He's got the hot pink one. Oh, that's nice. Well, it's okay.
It's just an excuse for me to say I've got wood.
Right. Hey, you know what? It can have polka dots on it. It can have Care Bears on it for all I give a shit. If they want to send me a phone out for review, it could literally be it can glow in the dark. It could be safety yellow. I don't care what color. I'm not getting. They're not sending me shit to review. So
actually, what color is this signature?
Does it say on the outside?
Yeah, it does. It is dark blue, Pantone carbon.
Oh, dark blue Pantone carbon. Okay, that sounds pretty cool. I don't know what color that is. I mean, I'm assuming blue, but I don't know. Yeah. I mean, I have
Yeah.
to say that at least they do a good job with the colorways on the phones. But yeah, the hot
they
pink
do.
one.
They do the best finishes on any
And the
phone.
Pantone's really cool. I like the Pantone thing. I'm really feeling that.
Yeah, definitely.
So, I mean, that's still the one thing about Moto is I think their update schedule is still, and their security patches and stuff are still probably the worst of any Android OEM that exists. And it's kind of been that way forever. And I'm sorry, they need to do better on that. I know, and they always keep saying, "Well, we're working on it." It's like, yeah, I know. I'm just more depressed about kind of a lower US footprint for Moto devices in general.
Yeah, that's what
and
I
I
was
can
gonna say,
understand.
yeah.
And I can understand why. I get it.
Mm.
Not people aren't buying them. And again,
Is
is that
the Razer Fold not coming to the US then, or do we know?
I don't think so. I don't know. I
Mm.
haven't actually been paying attention to it because honestly, I looked at the other folds. I even looked at like an older, possibly like a OnePlus Open kind of thing, just to kind of shake it out and stuff. But once you have the Fold 7, unless I can have access to like some of the Chinese OEM ones that I could, but they're expensive to import or whatever. I'm really not interested in another foldable. I mean, maybe the Google the 10 Pro Fold, maybe, but I'll only be buying.
But that's not true, Sam. If there's a Fold 8 wide, which there's rumors to be, that would appeal to you, wouldn't it?
No, yeah, it was, yeah. I mean, but I mean, once you have the Fold 7, at least for me, I think for me being in the US, they did such a really good job with the Fold 7 as far as
yeah.
But yeah, but I would like to have more of a passport for them. Yeah, for sure. And yeah, that maybe there's there's the rumor that they have the Fold 8 standard, like looks like mine, and then they have the Fold 8 wide. Yeah, if I was going to upgrade and I had the choice between the one I have and then the wide, I would clearly go for the wide. And I think a lot of them would actually. I think a lot of people would go for. I guess there are people who I haven't heard most people really kind of like. I would not rather have the wide. I'd rather have the one I have. I think almost everybody I know that's into foldables, I think would prefer to have the wide format.
I think so. Yeah, I think most people would.
So, and I think what Microsoft, what Samsung might be doing is trying to giving people both and seeing which SKUs really upsell more. And if they have if it's like 10-1, wide to standard Note or Fold 8, I think they may go with the Fold 9. They may just say, you know what, go all in. Yeah. Still find foldables too narrow, outside screen be too, yeah. Yeah, the full wide would be ideal. Yeah, and I think that's what, I mean, in Apple, I think that's what they're going for. They want to make sure that if they do this thing, they want to have the form factor. And I think there are people over there, and remember, they're more about the design, about Apple products. I think that they decided let's go with the wide format. And remember, the first Pixel Fold was passport style, right? And I definitely know that my and because I'm that guy, this one.
Yeah,
it's passport style. It's definitely, still the king. I still wish that somebody would come up with a dual screen, but they're not going to. Again,
no, they're not going to.
But yeah, I think the passport, because I think that's the only thing I don't like is even that it's a little wider in the Fold 7, I still don't like the outer screen. I still think there are times when I'm typing on it, it still feels a little cramped to me. Again, is it a deal breaker? No. But yeah, I would be definitely more into a wide format. I think most people would be who are into foldables. We'll see. I don't know. I mean, but I don't know. I don't think Moto I haven't heard anything. I mean, you could ask Wilkin, maybe he knows, but I just don't think they're going to release any more Motos except for the Razors and the G series, right? So the G Play, the G Stylus.
I was trying to go on Moto's website.
Yeah, I guess, can you go to the American side of that website to have like a
yeah, because I'm using my VPN as well, so it thinks I'm in the US. Although it's not worked.
No. Yeah, I don't know. If I were a betting person, if I had to put money on it right now, I would say no.
It's a shame though, because I feel like they're missing a trick there.
I think so too. I just think their general. I mean, I can understand why they're leaving the US. I can understand why they've recoiled a little bit, just because it's really down to it's a 3-horse race in the US, right? It's really just Samsung, because Samsung has, their budget series, A series phones. Pixel has the 10A, right, and the 9A. And then, obviously Apple doesn't really have a budget device, but they don't really need a budget device because that's really what the 17 is. That's their entry level iPhone, right? Or
Sam, why don't you go on Moto's website and see? I'm
I
trying to
check.
do it with my VPN. We've got you there in the US. Why don't you do it?
So let me see if I can go to Motorola.
I'm really intrigued.
Motorola.com, because it's not co.uk.
Do you have the Edge as well?
Here's what we have. So right now, banner. Okay, on sale. So here's what I have on sale. The only thing I see that's currently on the website is the Razer Ultra 1 terabyte, $700 off. The Edge 24. Really, yeah, the Edge 24, $250 off. The G Stylus. So that's it. That's really all I got here. Let me see. Yeah, that pretty much.
So nothing in the new range at all.
Yeah, I mean, it's shop phones. Here we go. Okay, so all phones. Here we go. I need to get to this part. That's what I was trying to find. Okay, so let's do this one since we're here. Let's do Share. Nope, that's not it. Share. There we go. Share. Motorola. Share. Okay, so here's what we got. Yeah. We got the Moto G Play, which I think honestly for $180, that's a pretty good deal. I mean, seriously, that's and you get free Moto tags with it. That's pretty cool. The Moto Edge 25, for $549. I don't know if that's yeah, maybe. You only get the one color, but you get a free Moto Watch and Moto tag, and then you got the Razer, that $800 for the, and you get the buds with it.
That's good.
That's actually that's a pretty good deal.
That's
then good. Just a standard Razer Ultra, but you get a gig, you get the Moto tag, and then you have the Ultra 25 again. Different colors.
On UK's website, it's still £1,099.99 with no free gift.
Yeah. So yeah, they pretty much got the terabyte. So these looks like, so they got the terabyte storage. Dude, a 1 terabyte storage with the buds for $799 is actually a stupid good deal, brand new. That's really good. And you can get the hey, look, they're selling this one.
The World Cup edition. Yeah. That's cool. The standard model, though, isn't it?
Interesting for like the US, because I don't think most people would really kind of care about that, but that's kind of cool that you can get that available. And then you got the power, the Moto G Power and Leaf Green, and you get a Moto tag. That's $250. Not a bad deal. The G Power again more. Now we're down to the 24s. Right now we're in the 24 models, and that's really it. So doesn't really. I mean, honestly, all it really is really just. Mostly Razors. I mean, it's really most. I don't actually know. It's funny. I just noticed something. I don't see the G Stylus on here. I don't see the G Stylus. I see the G. I saw the G Play, and then down here, the G Power. I don't see the Stylus anywhere. I know they sell it because you can buy it at Best Buy.
Yeah.
They don't even. Yeah, this is it, and they have stuff that's on sale. But I mean, I'm telling you, man, that's a pretty cracking deal right there. I mean,
that is a good deal.
I mean, you get the buds and you get the phone, and it's the 1 terabyte model, and it's unlocked, and you can get it in this Mountain Trail. That was what you got, right? Even the Cabaret, if you're into that, but the Rio Red's pretty nice. I like the Rio Red.
The Rio Red's really nice.
Yeah, I like that. But you get that, and you get the one, and then you get the earbuds that are Bose powered, and you get all that.
The free protection for the screen or damage protection.
I don't know. They don't really say. I mean,
yeah, look, add Moto Care.
Yeah, plan. But it's blacked out. See, it's grayed out.
I think you have to push yes.
Do you have to push? Oh, maybe you have to. Down. Okay, maybe you have to do this.
Down. Yes.
That's the trade-in.
Oh no, then.
Yeah. So that's the trade-in. But yeah, cancel. Oh, there it goes. Now it just came up. Maybe I didn't pick a color. Yeah, so you can get the 2-year protection. That's not bad for $130. 2 years.
You're getting that much off. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you might and then you get
a bit of peace of mind.
So basically, you're all in for $930, and you get the phone, 1 terabyte, the Ultra, Rio Red, right? You get the Ultra, and it's free earbuds, and it's the 1 terabyte model. Not bad for $900.
It is the best flip on the market, in my opinion. So,
yeah. Oh, got it. Yeah, so there you go. I mean, that just gives you some kind of idea. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
Mike's off now. See you later, Mike.
All right, Mike. See you, dude. But yeah, I mean, it's a pretty good deal. But yeah, I can understand. I can't give Moto too much crap because I can understand why they're kind of coming back in the U.S. market. Because again, I think we're just down to the 3-horse race, really, and really it's technically a 2-horse race with a third horse kind of, coming up the rear. Although I do think that Google Pixels have come up. But at the end of the day, we'll see how it goes. There's no Edge. There is an Edge, but there's no E series. And I didn't see it on the website. I didn't see the I know they sell the stylus, but I didn't see it on their website. I didn't see the stylus available directly from Motorola, which I would say if I was going to buy any of the G series phones, to me, I would get the G stylus because that having the stylus is, I think, is.
Do you see them at carriers, Moto? Much?
I haven't paid much attention. The last time I went into an AT&T store, they did have Motos, but I think they do. I just have to look at their website, which I'm not really interested. I mean, if anything, if I was I would just go to Best Buy. I know at Best Buy they had the G stylus, and I think it was $349 last time I checked. But that was a while ago. It's probably on sale now. You can probably pick it up for $249, or you can go on the used market and probably pick up a lightly used one for probably $180.
Yeah, which is a good way to go.
Yeah, but I mean, which is hilarious. Which is so they want to keep them in the UK, but the UK's got Honor and Vivo and Realme and all these other Chinese brands, and yet Moto wants to stay in the UK market. There's no such market in the United States. There's no OnePlus. There's no Vivo, Realme, Xiaomi, none of that shit. Honor. Not happening in the US. You would think that's, but I guess they're just to let everybody else say, hey, it's just basically it's an Apple.
I suspect the Razor will come out there though.
The Razor, I think the Razor will always come out there because of the flips, because it's the flip phone. But I think standard slab phones, nope. And I don't think the folds are coming out there.
Razor Fold would. Maybe it will later on.
It should. And I mean, I don't work for Motorola. And obviously, I mean, Will can only do so much. He's, just the PR guy and stuff like that. And, but I would think that, yeah, the problem is if you're going to come out with a fold, if there's no carrier deal where you can upgrade to it and they don't give you, and if you got to buy it straight up from Motorola or walk into a Best Buy, why would you do that when you can get the Fold 7 or whatever?
Well, this is the problem, isn't it?
The possible, the pick, or what's going to happen. Wait till that Apple Fold comes out. Watch what happens, because they're like, well, shit. Why would anybody get a goddamn Moto Fold when you can get an Apple Fold or whatever? It's
I know why, but
I do too. But I'm just telling you, I think it's going to be. As much as I hate to say it, I want the Fold to come out for the Apple for really two range reasons. One, I want competition in that market, because if they make theirs really good, that's going to keep pushing the people who make them. But the second thing is I want to hear all the people who looked at a foldable and said, from the Apple side of the house, not folks in here, because people have different reasons why they don't want a foldable or flip, which is totally fine. But having an app and watching all the people who thought it looks stupid. Why the hell would you want that phone? When they see that Apple makes it, how many people are going to be lined up around the fucking block to get one? Because one reason really is because it'll be the new shit in town, and you'll be that person. Like, oh, you got one of those foldables, oh girl, snap. You're like, holy shit, that's like, because you want to have the newest hotness, right? And I think there are people like my wife who would never buy a phone like that. It's just not her thing. You heard her. She gave you the she knows. But I think a lot of people, because it's new tech, I think they're going to gravitate. That's when you'll really see foldables really kind of be more of a mainstream device in this country, is when Apple does it. Like I told you 5 fucking years ago when I first said I said foldables become certified real things when Apple gets in the market in the United States. When that happens, all bets are off. Although I did lose the bet on the foldable flippable. I would have thought they would have went with the flip.
If you were wrong about that.
We were
both said that though.
Yeah, we wrote because it makes sense from a logical, because most of the people that I saw, like my daughter, who gravitated to wanting to get off of Apple, she went to a flip. She didn't go to because of a fold. She doesn't want a folding phone. But the flip, and I even asked her, she still loves it, man. She still loves that fold, the Flip 7. She absolutely adores that phone. And I thought for sure after a couple months, she'd be like, okay, this is the novelty's worn off. Okay, it's a pain in the ass. I'm just ready to go back to a slab phone or back to an iPhone. And no. I asked her, how you still getting on with that? Pretty good. And she's like, yeah, I love this phone. It's great. I was like, okay, well, cool. I don't think she uses the cover a lot, though, to be fair. I think she does a little bit to like look at notifications, but I don't. I asked her, I said, do you use the screen to like do stuff? Like, do you like look at a chat or whatever? She's like, not really. I mean, it's really just for notifications and stuff like that. But other than that, and I've asked her, like, have you held it up, like, to take a picture, like, more the camcorder mode? She goes, like, no, I do it like a regular phone.
Yeah.
So she loves it. Yeah, she loves it. So,
well, actually, you know what would be good to get her on and hear her thoughts sometime.
Yeah, I mean, she loved to come on. She's actually trying to start. And I think Dan would be. First of all, I don't know. It didn't come from me. She's a huge Formula One fan. Like she's completely obsessed.
I saw this on their Instagram actually.
Yeah, she's like wants to like work in the field. Like she wants to like do like marketing, and she's all about F1. She knows all the drivers and all. She tries to show me shit about like Lando Norris and Charles Leclerc. I don't have a clue who these people are. Like I don't know anything about it. Well, I just don't. I don't really follow racing, and I don't really follow racing at all. I just much less Formula One. I just don't, But she's completely like bonkers about it, which is good. I'm glad. But so she's actually wants to start a podcast and talk about like Formula One and from a woman's perspective because she's a young woman. And I guess there's not a lot of young women who are into Formula One and like racing and but she's like into the cars and teams.
Actually, one of my teams.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of nice to see that. It's kind of, it's motorsport's really kind of a traditionally a man's kind of thing. And the fact that a lot of women are interested in it. And she's just not interested in it for the reasons why people would be. She's like into the cars and the drivers and the teams and knows all the intricacies. Yeah. And then she sent me a video with one of the back wings that actually inverts. I think Ferrari came up with the wing flips upside down. I was like, holy shit, that's kind of wild. Like, I don't know much about it. So she's looking to get into it. She might actually have a podcast and do all that kind of stuff.
Well, they have to innovate a lot because, again, with tech, they need to move forward. And
I'm happy to see this because I'm glad it's just not a bunch of guys, a bunch of gearheads going here and racing. And it's kind of nice to see that, like, a lot of young women. Like, I don't know how she got on it. Honestly, it wasn't because of me. She just kind of took off with it. But yeah, it wasn't me. Yeah, Ferrari. It's cool. It's like it's the back wing and it completely inverts. For what reason, I don't know. It's kind of cool. Oh yeah, I will. And she would actually like to probably have guests on people, especially like people like Dan who are like super into and I think Gigi is into Formula One big time too.
Is she? I never knew that.
Yeah, I think so. She knows a lot about it. Or at least I've heard her speak about Formula One before and the drivers. I think she's huge into Formula One. So if she actually gets it started, she would just be doing it on her own. We kind of talked about it. I said, well, honey, you're coming to a professional podcaster here. I mean, I've all this. Listen to that shit. Fucking asshole. She hear her laugh. Fuck, fine. I was being flippant. I know. Whatever.
Sorry.
Yeah, you're not that sorry. It's fine. It's
not
fine.
really.
Yeah, sorry, not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry. You fuck yourself, right? Anyway. But yeah, I'll let you know, Dan. But yeah, she was we're talking about it. So she's really into Formula One. So it's kind of cool. I'm glad to see that she's McLaren sponsors Android. Well, there you go. Well, that's it. That's even more of a reason. I don't even know who she follows. I don't think she has a favorite driver.
Link, like between tech and Formula One. Like,
oh God, now especially.
Brands.
Yeah, like, or just like the tech that goes into the cars now. Yeah, just the tech in the cars now.
That stuff. As well. But loads of tech brands sponsor Formula One teams. Like,
yeah, it's pretty cool. So yeah, I don't know who her favorite team is because she talks about all of them. Red Bull and then Ferrari and McLaren and then there's an American one. I can't remember the name of it. I don't know. I try to listen to her because I'm genuinely interested in stuff that and I like racing. I like IndyCar and NASCAR and Formula One. I think it's all cool. But it's nice to see that and like all the drivers like are young. Like Verstappen, like some of these drivers like 18, 19 years old. They're very young drivers, man. It's kind of cool. I just think it's kind of neat culture.
Minted.
Yeah, and it's cool. So at the end of the day, loads of tech brands. Audi and Cadillac. I can't imagine Cadillac in Formula One. Cadillac sucks, but I mean, maybe they make it. But it's Chevrolet, so it's Chevy. They basically make a really. They make good engines.
Movies actually.
Yeah. So Cadillac making an F1 team. That's cool. I know. I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, really?
BAFTA.
Interesting.
So it's cool. Like I said, there's a lot of like that. See, there are these people in the chat, man. They know they're into that stuff. I'm kind of a novice. I have no idea what's going on, but. So I'll if Anna does have a show, I will I'll let you know what the link is. And she's talked about it. And just I don't know what her cadence would be. And I think she's just gonna get news things and just talk about I guess the stuff that's going on and probably more not from necessarily from the like the vehicle and technical specs, but more like I think it's more about like the culture of Formula One, like the things that are happening, rumors, things between teams, things between drivers.
Yeah. There's a lot of
the kind of things that
all sorts involved.
Right. Or just also just the things that maybe people that are kind of getting into the sport past the racing component of it, like, but about what the teams are and how they represent.
Sam, I know a guy who does a lot of photography at Formula One's. I reckon I could get him as a guest sometime.
Oh, she would love to have a guest on.
Yeah,
just
so
and anybody,
Dan would
especially
go on at some
anybody
point,
from the industry who really is good at that show.
Yeah.
Well, I'll let you know. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I'm going to try to help her out as much as I can, at least just from like getting a show started and getting her some basic equipment, because it's basically going to be something like this. But she talked about it, so we'll see. I mean, I think
if these two dumbasses can do it, and
right, and people keep coming back for this shit, which is something I can't understand. Why? Thank God these people are just either gluttons for punishment, or maybe we're actually not terrible. Maybe we're like moderately not. We don't have like total suckage. Maybe we just have moderate levels of suckage.
It's because we're nice people.
I think because we're not totally hateful. Let's not say nice, or just maybe not a complete psychopath. But anyway, we'll see how it goes. Completely. But I'll let you know. But we'll see. I'm just looking forward to Joe getting the Razor content done. Hopefully, he can get some time to get into the signature, because I think the moto stuff is really interesting. I know Jason's got his moto, and he's been kicking through it and stuff like that. So we'll see. Oh, that would be cool. Yeah, watching live races and react to them. Oh, yeah. All right, Dan. So,
see, this will be cool. She'd have to do an episode with you with her.
Yeah. I think the whole universe will turn into a singularity. If that happens, and that's the end of it. Existence itself will cease to happen if Ann and I are on a podcast together. It's kind of funny, because if you think I'm intense, you haven't been around my daughter very much. When she gets spun up on stuff. No, she's on a show on my show. I'm talking on her show.
Oh, on her
own.
Yeah.
She's gonna just. You think I got energy? She's got.
It would not
shit.
be PG.
It will not be PG, because she's already given up that's why I told her. I said, honey, the problem is I think if you want like legitimate sponsors and stuff like that, you can't do what I do. You can't be a complete idiot. You have to actually like have actually some kind of like sophistication in class, and not just be a stark raving lunatic. We'll see. I don't know. But yeah, I would like to, Anna, because she watches these things, and of course she's younger, so she uses all the young people stuff, the wording, boss and skibbity riz. No, she doesn't actually do that, right? That's not what she does. But she gets amped up. Like, she'll call me and goes, Dad, are you watching this? I go, watching what? The race. They're having an F1 race in Fuckistan or whatever it is. I don't know what they have. Doesn't. Yeah, I have no idea. And I was like, no, why? She goes, well, there's guy this and they're doing that, and they cut him off. And she's like, I mean, just 4 minutes of just like data dumping about what's happening. I'm like, honey, I have no frame of reference of what the hell's happening right now. And she gets really into it. I think, Dan, we may actually have that happen. And that might be the craziest thing you've ever seen in your entire life. Because she's gonna, yeah, I can't imagine her actually. Because
that's good though. That's people want to see someone that's passionate and
she's all in, dude. Like all in, and I'm like, man, I don't understand where it came from, but I'm glad she's doing it. But yeah, she's a mini me. That's not really great. What are the stands? Right, Kyrgyzstan, Uzbekistan, Fuckistan. It's all good, right? Yeah. So she cracks me up, but more to come. Maybe I can help her kind of line it out, but she's kind of busy with stuff. You know how young people are; they're busy with the world.
And that kind of thing. How young people are. Yeah.
So it's all good, but at the end of the day, maybe she'll have a podcast too, and she'll have a cool name. And if she'd love to have guests on and talk, especially if they're talking knowledgeable or maybe industry people and they're in Formula One. They just want to talk about it, just like we do. Just talk about phones. Just two people who are really kind of interested in the sport. Who have a lot.
She'll start talking about food and like us.
No, she'll talk about Formula One. She's not going to be like us and talk about sport, because she could care less about all that stuff, right? Yeah, Drive to Survive on Netflix. Okay, I guarantee she probably knows about the series. If I mentioned her, she's like, "Yeah, Dad, duh, I've watched every episode, probably." But yeah, so we'll see how that goes. Maybe that'd be kind of cool. But yeah, we should have Anna on and talk at least about the phone. And then she can talk about her show, and we can spitball some ideas, because she's doing what we don't do. She's been like writing down ideas and things she would want to talk about on a show.
Well, we've talked about having more structure before, and I think the feedback was people like it the way it is, but we do go on random tandems all over the place, don't we?
Yeah, I mean, we spent the last 15 minutes talking about Formula One, which really isn't tech specific. I call it tech involved and tech adjacent for sure, but it's It's not a phone, and that's why it's the Nomad Tech project. But
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes we talk about food, and we talk about sport, and unfortunately, me and Joe are big fans of sport. He's into football. I'm into all sorts of other stuff, and then we got the Olympics going on, and then we have Formula One coming up. The series, and then we have the World Cup's coming up. I guess it's this year, right? The 26th is the World Cup, right? So the FIFA World. So we'll see. I mean, the Americans will probably come out. They'll make the round of 16 and get their ass thumped by some really decent team, and that'll be the end of that. So we'll see how it goes. But
you got a good women's team, though. You got a really good.
Yeah, they've actually been. Actually, I would argue they probably could beat them. They might be able to beat the men. I'm dead serious. I mean, some of them are really pretty good. But and Anna without a plan would be. Oh yeah, you might hold on because that kind of get. Anna unfettered and just letting it rip is. Yeah, you can definitely see the lineage if you watch her on a show and let her have her own show and just let her kind of go off to the sunset and ride the horse and just ride it off a cliff. My daughter will totally help you out with that. She will do it. She will deliver on that promise if you ask her. So anyway, we'll see how it goes. But we're at 1 hour and 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So Joe's knackered. We better probably wrap this thing up.
Knackered, mate. Absolutely cream crackered.
Cream crackered and knackered, or whatever he just said. Cream
crackered. That means
is that a thing?
Yeah, cream crackered.
Sure. I you say so. I don't know. I mean, it sounds pretty good.
I do say so.
Yeah, he says so. Anyway, so more content. Joe's getting on the horse. He's riding it. He's gonna make some content. Hopefully, we'll have a video for him. Still looks great. Always looks great.
Sometimes I've had it cut recently.
Yeah, and it's all like styled.
Yeah.
Not me. That's fine. Matter of fact, I need a haircut because it's getting a little crazy. Anyway, who cares?
Sponsored by McDonald's.
Sponsored by McDonald's and NASA. Anyway,
and NASA. Yeah.
So again, remember, and when he does have that video delivered, that is on Joe's show. His
Wait a minute, why are you not wearing your hat?
What hat?
What do you mean, what hat?
Shit! Hold on a second. Stand by.
I sent Sam over the moto hat because my head's too small, but it turns out so is Sam's head. But it looks better on him than it does me, which you will soon see, hopefully. Imagine he doesn't come back. He just left me to talk to you guys on my own. The Nomad Tech project now.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah,
it definitely fits you a lot better than it does me.
Well, it really doesn't. I can't get my
put it back at the back slightly.
Well, I know. I mean, it's.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it looks good on you.
It's just a little. There's a little wiggle. It's not bad. It's not bad.
It fits you a lot better than me, though. Definitely.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm glad I sent it.
Yeah. So it came quick. I got it within like 5 days. It was crazy.
Yeah, that was through Royal Mail.
Yeah, but you said I've had stuff Royal Mail before, and it took like it got. Remember that one thing I got from the head?
I paid for faster.
Oh, you paid for faster. Okay.
I didn't do the economy one. I mean, not for you.
Right. Well, I've got some. I paid for the extra, the fast shipping, and then at one time when I got the D brand, not the D brand. Oh my God, I'm gonna die. Sorry. When I got the Extreme Skins, it got hung up by some kind of I guess it was a work stoppage at one of the distribution centers.
That was really unfortunate. I think.
I got stuck behind that, and I guess it sat at DC for like 3 weeks before. I guess they had some kind of a work labor problem at that with the Royal Mail or something. I don't know. Maybe it was specific to that distribution center, but it just sat there. It was like it didn't change status for like 3 weeks. I'm like, well, shit. Maybe I'll get these Extreme Skins in like 2 months from now. It wasn't their fault.
Anyone who listens to this audio only is going to have to jump on YouTube now and have a look.
Absolutely, yeah. And if you don't, look later. But yeah, Joe sent me the hat, and it's nice. I like the color. I need to get it shrunk a little bit. I think it's 100. If it's 100% cotton, I don't know. I can't tell. I took my glasses off. I can't see shit. But what I do is I'd boil the hat and shrink it a little bit, and then I put it in a tumble dryer, because also I don't want it, not only the band, but I want it to flatten out a little bit. It still sits up tight. 100% recycled polyester. Fuck. Well, that's not going to shrink at all then. Okay. Well, that's all right. Anyway, but yeah, it's nice.
Top quality, that polyester.
It's top quality. Yeah. So
top quality polyester.
Top quality. It sits a little. See, it sits too high. It just don't. It's
like a Mancunian.
Yeah, I'm like a Mancunian. I don't know what that is, but okay.
Someone from Manchester.
Oh, it's like a Liverpudlian? Is that what it is?
Yeah, Mancunian.
Okay. Mancunian. Oh, I never heard that. So yeah, it's a nice hat. Thanks, Joe, for sending it over. I'm probably the only American in the entire country that's got a Motorola bucket hat. I don't think that many people do.
Yeah.
I'll drive it with my Mini, which I still have yet to find another yellow Mini Cooper in my area. Oh, bad news. I got a crack in the windshield already. Fuck.
Did a stone flick up? And
yeah, I didn't see anything. I just heard it. We were driving back yesterday, and I heard hit the windshield. I heard, when you hear it.
You need to get it fixed sooner rather than later, though, because that's going to get bigger. And
well, it's already come across this far. I mean, even on the drive home. Yeah, and I think through the plan, I think but I was like, I didn't have the car 7,500 miles. Already got a fucking cracked windshield. It sucks.
Yeah.
Oh well, but I heard it hit the windshield. I was like, it was one of those that I'm like, ooh, maybe that's 50-50, right? And then of course, as I'm driving, I kind of saw the little.
Yeah.
It's on the passenger side about midway, so it is what it is. I mean, in St. Louis, auto glass repair,
auto glass replace.
Oh, you have one of those too.
Yeah.
We have one called Safe Light. Safe Light Repair, Safe Light Replace. It's exactly
the same word. It must be the same company.
I swear to God, it's the same company. It has to be.
It's got to be, yeah.
It's crazy. But yeah, it's like you see this, you said, I'm like, how the fuck do you know about that? And in St. Louis, they're called Safe Light, LITE. And it's auto glass. But dude, fuck that. No, that windshield, I bet, because they have to calibrate it with all the sensors and bullshit, I bet you it's like fucking $1,500 for the windscreen of that son of a bitch. So I'm not doing that. Hopefully it's under I have an extended warranty, so I think it's covered.
You can get that gel stuff that they if it's not too big.
Oh no, it's you can, like where you do the thing where you can seal it. No.
Yeah.
What's the funny thing is, and my insurance company, they don't do that. That's the only insurance company. State Farm will not pay for like windshield, like the little I've seen them do. They put the little suction cup on it and it kind of and it's like no, it's totally like it's a cross. It's not spider. It's starting to crack across. All right, mate. We're gonna head out of here anyway. Good night. It's good seeing you, brother. And like I said, as soon as I know more about Dan, I think she'd love to talk with Dan about it. That'd be kind of cool. She anybody who's that into Formula One, she'd love it. So there you go. Right. Got my bucket hat on. Thanks, Joe. Appreciate him sending over the Motorola. It suits me. And so that'll be it. We're going to check out his YouTube channel. That's Screen on Time YT. Check that out. And also check out extremeskins.co.uk. That's the place we go to for all sorts of skins. They got skins for phones and tablets and all that stuff. Lots of deals. Buy one, get one, and all that shit. Check them out.
One last thing, actually. PSC tomorrow. We're trying something different. I don't know if anyone will actually join, but in the MeWe group, Sam, Ted's given the link. So when we record live,
I remember you guys were talking about this before. Yeah, I heard about that. I mean, I've got my MeWe. I've actually got the MeWe set up. I'm going to jump in on that. I might actually, I might do that.
Yeah, 7:45 UK time is when we start recording, and people can jump in whenever. I mean, if no one jumps in, we'll just do our thing. But yeah, it should be an interesting experiment. So yeah, not quite live like we are, but similar, as close to what we can do with what we do there. So yeah, that'll be interesting.
We'll see how it goes. But yeah, we check it out, man. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I think that'll be a good time and something new for the PSC. So check that again. That's tomorrow. Yeah. And if you have the MeWe chat, if you're in that group, go check it out. Stopwatch Blue Hand Timer. Love it. I don't know. So that'll be it. Again, PSC, Tech Disruptors are going on right now. You might be already over there. If you are, cool. Check them out. They're all going on now.
Oh, yeah, of course they are. Yeah.
Yeah, Screen on Time YT, extremeskins.co.uk. Bucket hat. There you go. Anyway.
Sam's TikTok. When he opens
Sam's TikTok. I gotta do it sometime. It'll be kind of fun.
It'll be massive. It'll be huge, I think.
Probably terrible. Anyway, so for myself, for Joe Hickey, we're out of here. Thanks a lot for coming on the show, participating in the chat. Lots of good vibes. Enjoy your tech. We will see you next Sunday on the Nomad Tech Project with Sam and Joe. Until then, stay safe. Enjoy your tech. Probably be a good person. Again, don't be a dick. We will catch you on the next show next Sunday. Thank you, everyone. Love you guys.
Bye-bye.